Hey, Jeff Vita here with Kung Fu Driving Podcast. Super excited for our guest today. He is a martial artist and actor, and you can see him right now on screen in a fantastic film franchise and an excellent addition to the lore, Karate Kid Legends. Oscar G. Oscar, thank you so much for hopping on the Kung Fu Driving
Thank
Podcast.
you. Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
Hey, that intro, do you have any idea what that intro is from?
No, no. Please tell me.
So it's the music from the Shaw Brothers intro. So if you're familiar with the Shaw Brothers kung fu films, that's where I got it from.
Hmm.
So you're a fan of martial artists, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Jet Li, some of your heroes. Talk to me a little bit about that because in Karate Kid Legends, you get to work with one of your heroes growing up. That must have been insane.
It still feels surreal. Honestly, it still feels surreal. The first time I ever get to meet him on set in person, I was super excited to meet everyone. They were super amazing. But Jackie, when I first met him, my legs were shaking. Like they were shaking. Like when we took the picture together, I remember you can't really tell from the picture, but my legs they were trembling. It was crazy.
Well, what was your introduction to martial arts films and guys like Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee and Jet Li? Where did that love of those particular heroes come from?
I mean, from films and everything. I mean, it started because I love, I've been saying this a lot. Like, I'm such a nerd when it comes to like superhero and Karate Kid. Like this franchise, I love it so much. I grew up watching the Karate Kid 2010. I think that's what got me into like. I'm not saying like I'm good at it, but it got me into like martial art training. I was like,
Cool.
wow, how are they able to do this and do that? So that kind of got me in. And because of like Karate Kid 2010, like I started with that Karate Kid. And after move, I think I was like six, 6 or 5 years old when the movie came out. And then like after I moved to Canada, Cobra Kai was high school, my whole high school era. And then the original Karate Kid, I started watching that over again. And it's crazy and it's so crazy that I'm in this new chapter to be a part of this new chapter. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
And like I said at the top of the show, it's a great addition to the whole Karate Kid lore. Nice expansion on the characters, and your character Bo is a kind of an emotional touchstone for Lee Fong in the movie. It's his motivation, it's his inner conflict, and you do a fantastic job with it. So congratulations on that. What is the reception that you're getting for the film so far?
I love it. I love it so much. I watched it more than like honestly like 6 times now and I couldn't stop. Um because like I feel like Karate Kid franchise, everything is like we need films like this because like like I feel like bullying through like school, it happens in real life and we need films like this to it's like letting go of the past and to be able to accept everything and move forward with it. Like it's a great motivational stuff that you need in life. Like Karate Kid help me like Karate Kid, Rocky, Creed, these type of video like films, and then it motivates me to move forward. Whenever you're like, especially when you're a kid, when you're down, you're like, hey, like, how did these people doesn't like me, or like, what did I do? Like, oh man, like, did I do something weird? Like these type of stuff. Like you, like watching the film, it makes you realize that like it's okay to like to let go of these stuff who was holding you back and to be able to move forward. And I love it so much.
Yeah. And the a great thing about the film too is while it does encourage martial artists to step up and defend themselves and use their skills for good, it doesn't glorify the violence and make it kind of front and center. So kudos to the team for that. As you were talking about the 2010 Karate Kid, obviously you were too young for the original Karate Kid, but going back and seeing that you have added to this entire storyline. once you stepped into that world, could you feel the weight of that world?
It's crazy because um, when I was on set, when I get it, my when I saw jacket on, jacket off. I mean, also wax on, wax off. When they do it in the Mr. Han school, that got me like start jumping around because oh
Yeah,
my god, I love it so much. Like that movie, I'm like, I'm still watching it like now, and I'm getting goosebumps.
yeah.
And like Karate Kid just keep giving me like goosebumps when I watch it. I love it so much. And when I saw the jacket on, jacket off, I was like, yeah, I feel it. I'm super
And
happy.
not just the jacket on, jacket off, but obviously the original Karate Kid had the crane kick, and now you bring the dragon kick into the mythos. Um, talk to me about what went into developing that particular move and making it the impactful climax that it is for the film.
Hmm. Honestly, when I get to work with all these amazing people, the stunt people, the fight choreography, they are amazing. I'm being honest, they're like the real life Superman, super like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
They start flying, and I'm like, and when you see them work, be like, damn, like that motivates me too. I'm like, wow, like they can they're flying, and then that motivates me to work harder to be able to like to kind of do what they are doing. You know
yeah.
what I mean? And yeah, and I think it's so crazy. They're super talented. They work super hard, and I think yeah, they're so amazing. Honestly,
Well, you were amazing too. Talk to me a little bit about what went into crafting that action for the film, because you do have a martial arts background, and I don't know exactly how much of it you got to display on screen, but what went into making the moves look as good as they did?
honestly, like because my background is more like I started training as kung fu back then
Mm.
in China because of the Karate Kid 2010. I started asking my mom, I was like, please, 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 and then like we took classes for about a year or two when I was little,
Yeah.
and then we moved to Canada. I trained Hapkido for another a year, and then Taekwondo for no, Hapkido for another 2 year, and then a year of Taekwondo when I was in high school. But when I was in like mm, the high school era, I was a bit on the like the chubby side, so I wasn't really
Mm.
like moving a lot. I was just more like I was enjoying food, man. I was, I think that's also when the bullying comes in as well in place because I was like I wasn't really moving a lot, and then through like the beginning of like the high school like time, I was like I would kind of always get picked on,
Mm.
and then that also kind of like you'd be like, oh wow, so like, hey, bullying it does really exist, you
Yeah,
know?
sure.
Yeah. So like, and then now I'm also got into martial art tricking because of like these people, and also like just to be able to see how things work,
Yeah,
like because like okay, you work out for like body train, like weight training, all that stuff, and when you got into these type of stuff like taekwondo, like trekking, all this stuff. Like, oh my god, there's a lot of muscle group you don't realize you don't like use. You're like, oh my god, like I didn't realize this part of my muscle, like the hips, like all this, like your mobility, your legs. You don't realize you don't use that daily, and it's super cool to you. Like you kind of find out like oh like you can able to kind of like full access to your whole body
sure. Yeah,
those training. So I think it's really cool. And then it motivates me to keep on training and hopefully keep on getting better as well.
that's cool. I've had a few martial arts trickers here on the show, and I'm always amazed that their bodies just don't explode in midair when they're trying to do some of the things that they do. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's all about the core. It's all about the run up.
All right. Let's go back to your martial arts when you were a kid. When did you move from martial arts into acting, and how did you um, think the two would be able to coexist when you started to pursue your career?
It's funny because I never thought there were any connection when I was a kid, martial art and acting. It's funny because like I never realized acting was a job I think my parents kind of want to push me towards like the typical lawyer doctor
Of course.
type, but they slowly realized that I'm not that type through my grades. I mean, from China to Canada, the grades wasn't good. I'll be honest. But yeah, like so it was funny because I thought movie were real. I thought everything was like
Sure.
those documentary type. I never knew
Mhm.
like, oh, it's actors. It's like I thought it was like real people acting. So when I watched horror movie back then, I was I didn't like it, but now I love it. But now I
Yeah.
know it's acting. I think I realized acting was a job when I was like 10, and after I got to know, oh my god, you can do that as like for living. I was like, and then I got into it, and then after high school, I've been thinking it through basically right after I knew acting was a job. I kind of got into it, and then after high school, I'm like, yeah, I think this is what I want to try, and this is what I want to do. You only live once. You don't want to be
Sure.
re- regrets. You don't
Yeah.
want to be like when you're like 80 years old, you're telling your grandkids like, I could have became an actor, but I didn't do it because of this or that.
Yeah.
So I worked for about a year, and then I went to film school. And after I graduated from film school, I worked here and there. And my first ever big credit, and it was Karate Kid. So I know I'm so happy, and it's such a privilege. I don't want to get too emotional, but it's such a privilege to work on something like this, and to be able to do what you love. So yeah, and yeah, with martial arts too, like martial
Yeah.
arts, like it's just so cool to be able to be like to do martial arts and add this element with acting, like combining stuff as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 for sure. And by the way, shout out to Vancouver Film School.
Yes.
That's where you graduate from, right? And it's a testament to what you put into the craft that your first big break is in this amazing franchise. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you got this break? Because first breaks for a lot of actors don't typically tend to be the massive franchises like this. So, what was your story?
I don't. It's funny because I like, mm, honestly, like after graduating from film school, I was really like depressed for quite a bit. I'm like, oh man,
Wow.
always wanted to become an actor. Now I graduated, and they's like, oh, you're an actor now. But it just for me, like my friends like, yeah, you're an actor. It's hard for me to believe that. I'm like, I always want to become an actor, but like I need something. So I started working like here and there for like small project, background,
Sure.
volunteer stuff, just to build up my resume
Sure.
and my resume. And then I got my agent, and I just started doing different audition. And then when I got Karate Kid, I was like, okay, like this is I need. I don't know, like it's
It's
hard.
for real now, right?
Oh my god, yes. And then like I was super nervous after the audition. I was like, oh man, did I got it or did I not? And I got a email after a week. It was like, hey, you went to the next round, but you haven't booked the character yet. I was like, oh my god, that's even. I mean, it's good and bad. I was like, I'm more like, I've been thinking about it all week. I couldn't sleep for like a week. I keep dreaming about this. I'm like, oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And then one day at work, my agent called, and then they're like, "You booked it," and I start crying. Honestly, I was so happy to be a part of like even if you just put me in the back, like you see me in the corner, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
So it's very very surreal. Yeah, words cannot express on how much and what the level of like how happy I feel for this.
You don't have a ton of screen time, but in the screen time that you do have, you get to showcase action, you get to showcase range, you get to showcase your relationships with the characters, and again, well done to you for pulling all that together and bringing Bo to life on screen. Let me throw this up here on here. Talk to me a little bit about working with this guy, Jackie
This is
Chan.
the picture that my leg was shaking. Actually, I didn't know where I should put my hand, or like I didn't know what to do. So I was like started wrapping around my hand. Yeah, but I was super nervous when I saw him in person. like it doesn't feel real. I'm like I've been like watching Jackie since I was little, and I was just like his film, like, and seeing him in person. Everyone, I've seen everyone on set. It was like I was like super excited. I was like, oh
Sure.
my god. I was like, yeah, I didn't know what to say. And I was just super excited. Like when I met everyone else at the premiere and after party as well. But Jackie, he is, like the thing is about Jackie is he's always there on set,
Yeah.
even though he's not like on screen, like or on camera, he's there. And what mm, what got me was like after I wrapped and the day after I wrapped, I got a call from Jackie's team. They were
Cool.
like, "Hey, we want to invite you for dinner," and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "What?" I was like outside walking around and stuff, and they were like, "Yeah, we want to invite you for dinner," and I was super excited. I was like calling my mom, saying, "Oh my god, like Jackie Chan want to invite me for dinner," and I went to the dinner. I think I was lucky I got there early. Honestly, I wasn't expecting too much. I was like, "Yeah, they're gonna like I'm gonna sit all the way at the end, and Jackie's gonna be there." Jackie was telling me to sit beside him, and
Oh wow.
I'm like, "What?" And when I when I was sitting beside him, I was very nervous. And then but it was around the Chinese New Year too,
Mm.
so we he was just he the way he would give like order food, he just give the menu out, and then like we got like bunch of food, and he keep feeding us different food. They're like telling us to eat, and he was not even eating. So I felt super like how heartwarm. I
Yeah,
will.
yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. It's just super like he's like his passion about films. You can feel it. He's
yeah.
there. Like he's there. Like you can really real feel like the passion that he have and the love that he have for films. And
That's cool.
I love it so much. I wish I can stay there longer, man. But
Well, from Vancouver Film School to sitting at dinner with Jackie Chan, that's a pretty good step.
no, I mean, yeah. I need to keep looking at those photos to make you think, oh, those are real.
Yeah.
It's not AI.
Well, talk to me about this photo then. You're here with Ben Wong,
Yes. Ben.
who played Li Fong in the movie. So, what was that relationship like? How did you guys bond on set? Do you have any cool stories about working and training with this guy?
Yeah, I was super, super excited to meet Ben as well. I mean, I'm so happy and very excited to meet everyone on set. They're so amazing. But with Ben, it's like it's funny because I'm playing the big brother, but in real life, he's more like the big brother.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's like the big brother. Yeah, that picture was from the first photo shoot. So it was my first time meeting Ben as well. He was super nice, super cool. I love and I really enjoy talking with him in Mando or English about like different stuff. I really enjoy talking to him about.
Cool.
I wish I can stay there longer and talk, but yeah. Sometimes I feel like, oh, am I talking too much, or am I like saying too much question, or am I being too excited? I don't know, but yeah, I love it honestly. I
Yeah.
love it so much.
Do you have any favorite experiences from your time on Karate Kid Legends? Is there a moment that stands out where you're like, no matter what happens with this film, whether it bombs or is a huge hit, I know that this memory is going to be a core memory that I take away with me from filming this.
Hmm. I guess being there on set with everyone is
Yeah,
like you see how things work. I feel like one thing is you can always learn stuff from everything. Doesn't matter what, like where, when, and also like the age of the person. It doesn't matter. You can always take something away from it, and see how different actors and how they do stuff, how they get ready, and then is definitely for me is a learning stuff. And then to
yeah,
see Jackie Chan on set and how fast to be in character and all that stuff, I'm just there to learn, and I'm just happy to be there on set. And I feel like the dinner is not on set, but I'm trying to think. There's so many. There's so many. I feel like the scene that we have to shoot. Spoiler alert, like
yep. The stabbing scene. Yep.
that's the most memorable part because everyone's there, we're talking, having fun, and then yeah, because like it's late when we shot that scene, but like everyone just there. You know, they're not like, oh, like when's this gonna wrap? But they're just happy to be there, and I'm also very happy to be there.
Of
Just
course,
able to
sure.
talk with them, talk with people that you see on screen. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, I'll say that's probably yeah because I think because that's a longer scene for me when we shot that. So I
sure,
think that's
sure.
why. Yeah.
Yeah. One more scene. Let's talk about this scene right here. This is you in midair, showing off the dragon kick to Li Fong. Awesome, awesome little sequence there. What went into preparing to make this scene as cool as it was?
Hey, like it's crazy that like I keep saying that, but like crane kick from the original, and
Yep.
now like the 2010 the Cobra kick, and then
Mm-hmm.
to be able to be as a character of like as Bo, be in this new chapter as the Dragon Kick is crazy. And then honestly, again, everything, all the props goes to the fight choreographies, like the stunts team. Honestly, they're amazing. I don't know how they pulled this off with these moves and stuff, and then like how they when they thought like, oh my god, let's make Dragon Kick do like this. And then we have to train for like a fight scene before we shoot everything, and then just do training and just he see them how things come up in their mind, in their head, how their body move is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that is super super cool to see them in real life and train with them as well.
Did you ever actually get to pull off a dragon kick yourself?
Hey man, I'll get there. I'll get there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll get there. It might take some time, but hey, because like it's funny that Bo fought at at the
Yep. Yep.
before the spoiler alert. If
Yep.
it was me, I'm running. I'm running the other way. I'm not a fight guy, but I love martial art. But for me, it's like I try not to fight if I don't have to. You know what I
Of
mean?
course. Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course. For sure. For sure. Um, and honestly, in that situation, the safest thing probably is to get as far away from it as possible,
especially with
right?
yeah, you don't want to risk your life because of
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, also, let me put this up on. This is this shot from Mr. Han's school.
Hmm.
Uh, Beautiful sets here. Can you talk to me a little bit about some of this stuff? Were you on set for a lot of these shots?
Yeah, this is where actually this was like the this is such a cool shot, man. Oh my god, I'm just looking
Yeah.
how like Jackie's watching us like
Yep.
train and everything. It was a beautiful beautiful place that we shot in Montreal.
Cool.
It was super cool to be there on set. That's where I saw the jacket on jacket off as well on set the first day. Yeah, I love that. I love this like this how they put it together and this like in the trailer we saw this a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I love it so much.
Again, this is your first big acting role. It's not going to be your last. You do an amazing job, so I'm sure we're going to see much more of you on screen. And you deserve it. Is there a particular franchise that you, as an actor, so deeply want to be involved in and be a part of?
I want to do more action. I want to do more action roles. I mean superheroes, man, like
Yeah.
Marvel, DC. I love. I'm just such a nerd and geek about these stuff. But yeah, because I love to watch. You know those videos about like they talk about lores and like the
Yeah.
story behind like oh like hey the Karate Kid like the backstory and it goes like this and then like how the future is gonna go and then about like superheroes too. I love it so much.
Yeah.
I really like this one character. I don't know if you know. It's a Chinese superhero. I play him a lot in Marvel Rivals. It's called Iron Fist. Lin Ran.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
The second iteration of Iron Fist, not
there's
Danny
a lot
Rand.
of generation. The first is like Danny Rand's like
Yeah.
grandfather or father, and then Danny Rand, and then like many stuff. I
Yeah.
think it's
Yeah.
like I don't know how many generation of Iron Fist, but I love to like to be a part of that if that's possible. But yeah, something action, anything, honestly.
So I'll just give you a little inside baseball. Way back when I used to work for Marvel,
Yeah.
on the comics side of things, and I actually designed the Iron Fist logo for the comic books during one of the iterations. But so I'm very familiar with the Iron Fist character. I love him. I'm not thrilled with what the Marvel TV show did with it, but
Mm.
for another day. But yeah, to see other iterations of Iron Fist would be amazing, and you should absolutely go out for it if they want to take that route.
Yeah, I mean, wh- I love Shang-Chi so much. Like as
Mm.
an Asian superhero, I just feel like I love this so much. I feel like we need more. Like we need more. That's what
Yeah,
I'm.
there's an Asian version of Superman out there too.
I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's Superman too. I mean, hey, Invincible is also like a
Yeah.
Superman. I love Invincible. I don't know if I like, but I love the animes. What do you? Not anime. I don't know how you describe anime, but I love that Invincible so much
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, I just want to play superhero related. It's like a dream come true. Karate Kid is already a big thing for me
Sure.
as a dream come true as a kid. But yeah,
That's awesome. What about franchises like Star Wars or Star Trek or anything like that? Is that in your wheelhouse at all?
actually, you know what? I haven't really watched Star Wars.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I was so focused on Marvel. I
Yeah.
was like, I was just so focused. I watched everything about Marvel, and I love it so much. So it kind of, I'm like that. So I never kind of got into Star Wars. I really want to get into it. I know there's is a big thing, but one day I will.
Yeah.
But I
I only bring it up because Donnie Yen was in the Star Wars franchise already, so if,
Mhm.
there's opportunities to keep
Yes, same.
expanding there.
Yeah, I'd love to. But yeah, I never got a chance when I was a kid, but I'm really I love I know the story, but I will get into the films for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it says that you also enjoy basketball. As a Vancouver resident, were you a Grizzlies fan when they were there?
No, I'm actually a Warrior fan. Since
No
they
way.
yeah. I mean, I started playing basketball because like first it was because it was cool
Mm,
because that's how the cool kids roll, whatever. So that's what, and I was again chubby side, whatever. That kind of got me into it. But what got me in love with the sport, it was Steph Curry. Watching
yeah,
him
yeah,
play, and I'm like, wow, like okay, I'm not just doing this because it look cool or like to act cool. Like okay, I really like playing basketball with
yeah.
friends and just really fun. Yeah, and then because I'm a huge Golden Warriors State fan.
That's awesome. Now we're recording this before Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Mm.
Pacers and the Thunder. Do you have a prediction on who's going to come away with the championship this year?
Last time, like my friends were talking about it, I haven't watched the game for a while, but I only watched Golden State. But man, Thunder maybe. But that's what my friend was saying. So
Yeah,
we were watching the game. I know, like yeah,
yeah.
Thunder. Yeah.
It's anybody's game at this point, right? Game 7's
Mhm.
super exciting. What about you? What is next for you on the horizon now that Karate Kid Legends is behind you? What do you have in the works that you can talk about? What are you working on?
Honestly, I love to. I'll take when and wherever the opportunity comes. In the meantime, I also like I have a lot of great friends who are great actors, great producer, great director. I love just to go out with them. Like sometimes we shoot like short films, and you can also learn different stuff from them as well.
Sure.
They're
Yeah.
amazing. But yeah, I'll take whenever and wherever the opportunity comes for sure.
And what about your training? What is keeping you busy with training now? You talked about tricking. Is that what you're working on and
100%.
keeping in shape with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get. I worked out like for a couple of years with weight training and everything, but it was like I'm like, okay, now getting into tricking. It's very expensive for tricking, but I'm trying to do everything as I can at home. More in the calisthenic side, and also like just start from beginning. Even though it's like, oh, I have to start from the beginning with this and that, but I need to start from beginning just to never forget the roots. All these stretches, they're very important for you to build up with
Mm-hmm.
more stuff with like tornado kick, how you can add on that, this and this, and your core. I'm always training not every day, but I'll say 5 times a week for sure, at
Mm.
least. I'm
Wow.
always there in the gym, like trying to get better in some way for sure.
Yeah. All right. You said you like horror movies now. What are some of the movies genres that you're kind of plugged into now? Now that you're on the acting side of things, who are the guys that you're following? Who are the actors and actresses that you're looking up to in terms of a career path? And what films and film franchises are you always first in line for to make sure that you catch them?
Um, Jackie Chan, man. Obviously Jackie Chan's like the top. I love a
Yeah,
lot of Michael B. Jordan is also because I love Creed, Rocky. I love those, those Karate Kid, like
yeah,
those type of film.
yeah.
I love it so much. Action, always first. Horror movies because I know I get scared easily. So like, but I don't know why. I like watching it because I think the adrenaline or whatever. Like,
Sure, sure.
I love to watch. I love watching horror movie on the big screen with friends. I love it because I get scared. I love that feeling because now I know they're not real.
Yeah,
But yeah, but action is always first. I want to do more action stuff
cool.
if I can. Or whatever the opportunity comes. Honestly, like I'm
Yeah,
not really picky, but action so I can learn more and practice more and try to get better.
yeah.
Mhm.
What is the long-term goal for you? Do you want to continue in acting? Do you want to move into maybe producing, writing, directing one day, or do you want to just keep building up the resume and just become Oscar G action star?
I feel like step by step. I really want to produce something. Maybe like we're talking about like I'm not there yet, but maybe one day I want to produce something that is my own. It's like a kid. It's like your
Yeah,
own baby. I really want to do something that is meaningful and is about me
cool.
one day for sure. But right now I want to like stay grounded and step by step to learn as much as I can and then just to try to get better as a person, as an actor, step by step.
Awesome. All right, so where can casting directors, fans, agents, PR firms, and all that? Where can they go to follow you and keep up on what you got going on?
Um, I use Instagram. I just got a TikTok account. Yeah, I feel like probably Instagram, I would say.
All right. Well, we'll flash this on screen here. Is this your Instagram account?
Yes.
All right. So OSCAR underscore G capital O, it looks like, right?
Mhm. I think it's a zero. I don't know. I
Might
made
be a
this.
zero.
I when I was a kid.
All right. Well, look up Oscar G on Instagram. He's active on there, so you can take a look at that. But Oscar, best of luck on everything that you got going on.
You as well.
Congratulations on the success of Karate Kid Legends. Again, you do a great job with it. Thank you for adding to the lore, bringing the dragon kick to us, and
And the
again,
tiger trap. And the tiger trap.
oh, and the Tiger Chow, yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, and yeah, I'm sure we'll see much more of you sooner rather than later. So, congratulations again, and best of luck
Thank you
with
so
everything
much.
you got going
Thank
on.
you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hup! Poison Clan rocks the world.